Hola amigos y amigas, I am Leila aka Miss Bohemia, and today I am back to try African Pride. The first time I ever heard about the brand was on my absolutely hands down favorite YouTube channel, Mad Curls, and I don't even remember in which video. I've seen so many videos of theirs recently. Do check them out, linked to below. I can't remember if it was in one of their best of or worst of. They're not titled like that, but basically if it was a yay or a nay for the brand. But it stayed on my mind when I was perusing Sally Beauty and they were having a great sale on products for textured hair. And so I thought I'd grab me some African Pride and try it out. I got the Moisture Miracle Detox and Soften Heat Activated Mask, the Moisture Miracle Hydrate and Strengthen Leave-In Cream, and the Moisture Miracle Moisturize and Define Curling Cream. So let's start off with the Heat Activated Mask. So I'm going to read the absolute full name of the lid when I'm going to tell you which products I'm using. We'll be starting with the Moisture Miracle Moroccan Clay and Shea Butter Detox and Soften Heat Activated Mask. Yes! I have pre-pooed, I have shampooed, I have proteined, and now it's time to delve in and give my hair the moisture it needs. It's a very pleasant, non-offensive to my insane, super smelling nose. Looks very creamy. It is very creamy. I like the feel. Anything that claims to detox and soften the hair is a plus for me. Doesn't feel super smooth and soft and slippy going on. It'll be interesting to see how I do with this. Obviously, you apply a plastic cap, and then the instructions say to use a hooded dryer for 15 minutes or a warm towel for 30 minutes. And if you guys know me, I'm going to be using my hot head for 30 minutes. I'm going to finish applying, and then let's see how it feels. It's all in. It does have a permeating scent, but I'm not quite sure what it is. It's not offensive though. It doesn't bother me. It's actually quite pleasant. So I'm enjoying it. A few things I want to note. My roots. At the time of filming, we're still in quarantine here in San Francisco, but salons have been open for a few weeks. I have not been able to get through to my stylist. I messaged him on Facebook. I texted him. So no luck, but I'm not pausing my hair experiments and videos, so you'll see me in videos before this and probably videos after this with my roots. So there's that. The other thing, I don't know how wise it is to jump into a hair review by not remembering if it was a yay or a nay when I saw it in other people's videos, but at the same time, it's also good because it's a blank slate. I'm not expecting to either be disappointed or elated. I really have no clue what to expect. So let's move on. Plastic cap, hot head, 30 minutes, and now for the verdict. I washed it off. I don't like it. My hair just feels naked. Does that make sense? It doesn't feel like anything moisturized it. It doesn't feel soft. I mean, it doesn't feel not good to touch. It's detangled, but it doesn't feel amazing. It feels like I used a very basic conditioner that I left in my hair for maybe 2 to 3 minutes and washed off, and my hair's just there. I don't know. Not the best way to start. I'm actually going to go ahead and either do another treatment with something I know works because my hair needs the moisture base, or at the very least go in with Apogée's Corlific texture treatment and leave that in for 3 minutes and see how my hair feels before I proceed. But after I do that, it'll be time to moisturize the hair, and the leave-in in the line is called the leave-in cream, and I use the lock method. You can watch a video of my full routine to see why. And in using the lock method, that means that I use a leave-in, followed by my black Jamaican castor oil, followed by a cream. And on my refresh days, I wet my hair with water and aloe juice and apply the cream followed by the oil, and then I diffuse. So I didn't know how I wanted to use the leave-in cream. Did I use it here as a leave-in conditioner, or do I use it as a cream? I mean, it has the name leave-in and cream in it. So I'm going to go ahead and use it as the cream, mainly because this way I'm going to be exposed to it on a daily basis when I refresh, and I can give a more accurate assessment of how I feel about the product. So I'm going to go deal with my hair's lack of moisture right now, start with my leave-in, add the oil, and then we'll be back for more. I feel better now that my TGIN leave-in and my black Jamaican castor oil are in place. So now it's time for the Moisture Miracle Hydrate and Strengthen leave-in cream. Let's see how it goes. It has a very pleasant smell. The whole scent of the line is actually really unobtrusive and soothing. The product is quite creamy. Not too thick, not too thin. I feel like with the little that I got, I'm already pretty saturated. So it'll be interesting to work with this daily, well, pending that my wash day goes well, and see how it goes. But so far, I feel good about this. Next up is the Moisture Miracle Moisturize and Define Curling Cream. I admit to having opened this right before filming, and then I started second guessing myself because it actually doesn't feel very like tacky or thick the way you would think a curling cream that gives you hold is. So I don't know. I actually had to run online and triple check that this is actually a styler, and it is. It feels more liquid than the leave-in cream. Again, a very light scent. Is this gonna be enough? I mean, I'm gonna go with more only because I really don't see how this is gonna give me any hold. If anything, the leave-in cream felt like it would have more hold than this. So actually, I'm feeling really skeptical. But my hair is very saturated in product between this and the leave-in cream. Granted, my moisture base, but I know that that doesn't really make my hair heavy or weighed down or too saturated. You can hear it. I mean, on the one hand, it's a win-win if the leave-in cream is what's going to give me the hold, because that's what I use on my refresh days. So we'll see. This felt soft. This had quite a bit of slip, as did the leave-in cream. I didn't remark on that. Easy to work with, easy to work into the hair. They both give me this feeling right away that I just want to scrunch. I feel like it's putting my hair into curl clumps immediately. Some strands, especially these little areas that tend to stick to my head, are stuck to my head, and I don't know how to describe the product. It's a little sticky, but I don't know. There's something about it that makes it want to stick to my head, so I'm gonna go get ready and diffuse now. But before I do that, I'm actually gonna use my Tangle Teaser brush and see if I can just separate it away from the scalp in order to have the curls kick in better. So let's see how it turns out. Oh my god. What? I did not at all expect my hair to curl at all. I didn't think it was gonna curl. I thought I was gonna end up with like a wavy, goopy mess, and I was already going through a scenario in my head as to when am I going to schedule in another wash day. This is going to be a disaster. I don't have time to start all over again today. I'm going to just have to live with it. And then it curled, and not only did it curl, it looks incredible. I think it looks incredible. I haven't done anything. As you know, I don't like to fluff or pick or do anything to my hair until I feel it's fully settled and 100% dry and just set in the style. And it feels super soft. It feels really soft. I was having a little bit of an issue with the back. It felt really dry at some point, so I just dampened my hands with water, tapped it, got it wet, added a little more of the curling cream, and kept diffusing. And I feel good. I feel good. I have high hopes, and I actually have high hopes for refresh days too. Again, it's really annoying because my roots are showing so much. 3 months of growth, man. Where is my stylist? Fritz! I want my roots done. But aside from my roots being horrible, I am having an incredible wash day. I'm looking forward to this wash cycle. So let's see how far I can take it. It's day 2 and I'm back already. It has been unprecedented. My hair looks amazing. I think it looks amazing. Look at the curl formation here. It's incredible. The curl formation on the side, which is my problem area, just wants to stay straight. And my little ringlets that are forming in my bottom layers. And I'm going to turn around. So why am I here on day 2? My hair looks amazing. It doesn't feel amazing. It feels way drier than what I'm used to. And I can tolerate that pretty much all over my head, except for on the crown. And if you know my story of damage, check it out at that link above, and it will be linked to below. I don't ever want to go through that again. So if anything feels off, I am not going to push my hair. I'm not going to push it for experimentation with products when I know what works and it needs its moisture. This back area just feels way drier. It doesn't look matted, but when I touch it, it just feels matted. It's not happy. So tomorrow, in spite of the fact that it's a work day, I'm gonna have to kind of work a wash day in somehow and move on. This whole thing started out on a bad moisture base. That hair mask did not do anything for me at all, and I just didn't have time to do a proper 30-minute thing. So I did a 5-minute deep conditioner in the hair, and honestly it wasn't enough. So from the get-go of my wash day, that was not working for my hair. The leave-in cream wasn't up to par with the moisture level that my hair is used to. And here's the thing though, and I'm wondering, do I want to do this? Do I not want to do this? The leave-in cream to me just has the vibe of a styler, whereas the curling cream didn't have the vibe of a styler. It was so soft and more liquid than I would expect from a curling cream styler, but here I am with results that work, and so I'm wondering if I want to keep this experiment going. I really don't know. And do my wash day, do a mask that works for my hair, do my moisture base, and follow it up with the leave-in cream as a styler, because something tells me it'll work as a styler, and then I'm curious to see how is that going to do. Does it work as a styler, number one? And number two, how does my hair feel? Will it still feel this dry? Is it going to be drying in spite of my regular moisture base? And then if that doesn't work, if the leave-in cream is actually a leave-in and not a styler in any way, shape, or form, then the next step would be to try the curling cream as a styler. So this would extend the experiment, because I don't think the products are bad. They felt great. They have a really pleasant scent. The consistency feels really good. I just can't properly assess the leave-in cream and the curling cream because it just felt so weird. One feels like a styler and it's not, and the other feels like it would be a moisturizing leave-in and it's not. They're switched around. So do I want to try this? Do I want to go ahead with it? But as far as quality, as far as the product itself, I feel that it would work with someone with hair that's not as thirsty as mine is. Mine is high porosity and it needs much more than the leave-in cream delivered. The hair mask, I can't see how that would work for anyone. That's just like an absolute no. But I'm on the fence about the leave-in cream and the curling cream. For me, not on the fence for me. I'm on the fence as to what I would think about it in general. They are a no for me right now. So maybe I'll try this. Maybe I'll go ahead and I'll try it tomorrow. I just like to move on, but I'm just curious and I want to be fair with this assessment. So I guess I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not gonna show you guys my wash day and all that. You know, I already showed you what my impressions were as I applied it the first time around. I'll come on a few hours after the wash has been done and the hair has been styled so it can settle a bit and really be dry and set. And mind you, today's hair, I do yoga daily and I jog on a mini trampoline. So at least almost 2.5 hours of exercise. And it looks great. And this is after styling. So let's see what tomorrow holds. Here it is. Wash day number 2 to give these products a try. Just happened and I am actually liking it. I followed my usual pre-poo shampoo, protein treatment, and moisturization routine with the lock method and TJ Natural products. I'm really tired, sorry for the low energy. And then what I did, I used the Moisture Miracle leave-in cream as a styler and the results are banging. It's incredible. Nice, solid curl clumps that are really curling well here, down here. So I feel that the effect of a good curl formation and definition that I was having in this original wash cycle was because of the leave-in cream. So let's see. So I would say it's a good wash day. And the hair, the key thing is the hair feels great. The back of my head feels great. Again, I didn't look in the mirror to see how it looks, but everything looks wonky right now because of my roots. So I'm happy with it. So now it's a matter of seeing how long I can stretch this out. Let's see. And here's day 5. And this is what the hair is looking like. I would say that this is not bad for a product I thought was not gonna work for me. I would say that this wash cycle has been a success using my own moisture base. So the Moisture Miracle leave-in cream is a yes for me. As I stated before, it didn't work for me as a cream. I had to use my own moisture base and use it as a styler. The key takeaway, I think, is that if you have high porosity hair, you really have to gauge if it's giving you enough moisture. It didn't give me enough moisture, so I had to resort to my own moisture base. If you have a porosity that's not as thirsty and needy as high porosity hair, then I think that you might actually end up with a product that can give you both moisture and the hold of a styler. So it could potentially be a one and done kind of a product. Wash your hair, put this on and you have both moisture and hold and you're good to go. I have a more high maintenance, needy, annoying porosity and I can't do that. But using it as a styler, it worked. And if I ever was to recommend the African Pride leave-in cream to anyone, I mean, I would explain it, but for me, it worked as a styler. So I'm ready for the next wash cycle where I'll be using the curling cream as a styler. I don't know what to expect of this because I really think that even in the wash cycle, the very first one where I used both the leave-in and this curling cream, I feel that I got my definition and hold from the leave-in cream. So I'm really curious to see how this is going to pan out. I'm going to jump ahead and I'm ready to style. Wash day again, this time for the Moisture Miracle curling cream, and I am very surprised. It was interesting to try this after my regular moisture base without having touched the leave-in cream. When I touched it on its own, then it did feel substantial. It did feel like a styler, especially when I put it on my hair. Then I could feel the tackiness, I could feel that curls were gonna kick in. But for some reason, on the original wash day when I used the leave-in cream and then the curling cream, I couldn't feel it at all. So it was a really interesting experience, and honestly, like the quintessential example of the curly girl journey and what we have to go through with products. Sometimes using it in a sequence or with products of the same line that they recommend might not be ideal. You really have to know your hair, your porosity, how your hair reacts to different products to know how to bring out the best of a styler, seeing that we're talking about stylers right now, that you're using. So for me, the key was to use my moisture base, since I know exactly how to take my hair to that place where she's happy, and then add the styler so that the styler can show its full potential on my hair. And honestly, I am loving it. It's a little flattish and I like the look today, but the curls are really kicking in on the side, in the back. Good definition. I haven't really looked back here. I'm always home. My roots are driving me insane. So until it's 100% blonde looking, I'm always going to look a little wonky, but I'm really happy with it. I'm very surprised, super surprised. I was convinced this was not going to do anything. And I like that I was wrong because it made for a good wash day that I don't have to repeat. So let's see how far I can stretch this out. Simple. And I made it to day 5. I have to say that I actually like this wash cycle and this African Pride experiment because I have been proven totally wrong, and it actually feels good because it works to my benefit. The beginning of this wash cycle journey with African Pride, I had high hopes for the hair mask and that did not work out. And then I was not at all enthusiastic about the leave-in cream nor the curling cream, especially the curling cream, thinking that it was not going to do much. That first wash cycle where I used them both together was not the best. And then when I used the leave-in cream on its own, it went well. It was a good cream. I recommend it. I said everything I had to say in that segment of the video, so we'll leave it at that. But I thought that out of all 3 products, the leave-in cream was going to be the better one. And here I am on day 5 with the curling cream. And if I had to pick one as the winner and the one that I'm totally enamored by and the one that I would consider a keeper and the one that I would recommend, it would be the curling cream. I am so impressed by it. I am loving my hair. I am loving my curls. I feel that it has given my hair an extra layer of hydration in addition to my usual moisture base with TGI Natural. And I couldn't be happier. I love the curling cream. Let me turn around. Forgive this noise. I guess I did not think about that when I came up with the look. Again, ignore my roots. I'm finally going to be getting them done soon. I got an appointment. But that's it. I mean, I don't know what else I could say. This was the biggest surprise. I thought by touching it that I was this know-it-all telling you that this is not going to work. How on earth is this a curling cream? How on earth is this going to give you any definition? I can't feel it when I'm touching it. I was so wrong. Pleasant smell. Really surprising what it can do when you given its consistency and the feel of it when you touch it. I am blown away. And honestly, the leave-in cream was a good experience, but because of the curling cream, I definitely want to try out more African Pride products. I have seen that they have, I believe it's like a cream gel product. They have a mousse, So at some point, Sally Beauty, I am coming to get me some more African Pride. I am actually very impressed by the brand. A container this size, I can't see for the life of me how many ounces it is. I don't have my glasses on. But this and the leave-in cream are only $4.99. I did not need to use too much, barely used any, and I'm on day 5. This will last you a long time. So if you're on a budget and you're looking for something not damaging to the hair that yields great results, African Pride is a brand that I would absolutely delve into and get to know better and play around with. And you saw what I did in this video. If something doesn't work perfectly for you the first time around, don't discard it. Don't blame it on the product. Sometimes a product is just not best suited for you and your particular hair situation, whether it's porosity, density, combination of everything together. Sometimes it's just what we're giving it. I needed to give it the usual moisture base that worked for me, that I already knew had the best results in bringing out the best in my hair, and then going in with the stylers from the African Pride line took my hair to another level, and I am so happy with it. So, and in watching any of my videos, I mean, honestly, that's my whole point in my own journey, in what I hope to convey, this sense of, okay, if it didn't work, why? Can I make it work? And if not, okay, that's fine, but what can I learn from this experience when I move on to another line? But I believe that oftentimes there's ways to tweak a product, to work with it, to get to know it better and your hair better, and to make it work. And that was a great lesson that I learned with African Pride in this particular part of my hair journey. So now on to the next adventure. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing in this part of my journey. Thank you for bearing with this clinkety clink sounds that are driving me insane. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao for now.